this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and welcome back to Ranked. Now, this is where the horror man and myself pick a franchise and rank it. Very simple. Now, please keep in mind that I go from my least favorite to my favorite, in which subspecies is going to be a tough one. And also, I tend to rank based on nostalgia, entertainment value, and just overall liking of the film. As I said before, this is the Subspecies franchise, which has 6 movies, including, of course, the Vampire Journals. So, let's get started. This was probably my toughest ranking here. Coming in at last place is Subspecies 4, Bloodstorm. Now, I love this movie. Radu is my favorite vampire, without a doubt. And it was originally going to be my next film because I feel like it had not as much to do with the original subspecies as the rest of them, but that's not exactly the case anymore. So I'll explain once we get there. But I do love this film. I think it was a great part 4. I just wish Full Moon would put out a Blu-ray for the 4th one. So yeah, I mean, I know they have it in the pack, but I have the rest of them. So Subspecies 4, Bloodstorm. God, I love this movie. Hurts to put anything last in this franchise. Now, coming in at number 5, and this is what I was talking about. This was originally going to be last, Vampire Journals. And the reason why it was going to be last is because I felt like it had the least amount to do with Radu than any of the other ones. And granted, it does, because Radu does not make an appearance in this. But if you've seen one of the later films, this has always been part of the franchise, but it ties it in perfectly in one of the other films. So number 5 is going to be Vampire Journals. Fantastic film. Loaded with atmosphere. Okay, coming in next, and this is exactly what I was talking about. Subspecies 5, Blood Rise. This was a really tough ranking for me. I've moved these around several times now, and if you ask me tomorrow, it may be different again. But this is how you do a comeback film for a franchise. This was brilliant. And I was so worried about this film because it had been so long in between Subspecies 4 and Subspecies 5. And they just did everything right. I just am still in awe of this film. And I wanted to rank it higher. I just couldn't. Now, this is where, of course, the Vampire Journals come in, and it really links the film in there, even though it always was, but it really links it in there in this film. So that is Subspecies 5, Blood Rise, one hell of a comeback film. Okay, coming in at number 3 is Subspecies 3. I love this film. I love Mama in the film, Radu's mother, who was introduced in the second one. And it's just a fantastic film. And the space between all of these films is so minute for me that this is a very tough ranking. So at number 3, that is Bloodlust, Subspecies 3. Okay, coming in at number 2, of course, is most people's favorite, actually. It seems to be. And that's Bloodstone, Subspecies 2. I love this movie. Like I said, I love the introduction of Radu's mom. And it's just so cool. It's just a great film. I really don't know what else to say about it other than Radu rules, and he is my favorite vampire, bar none. So, yeah. That is Subspecies 2, Bloodstone. All right. Which leaves, of course, last but not least, the first one, Subspecies. Now, a lot of people would probably put this as second or third. Not me. I love this movie. I think this is, of course, this is where it started. Ted Nicolau did a fantastic job. The atmosphere is on point, and I know they changed the actress of Michelle, and I love um, the newer Michelle compared to the older Michelle. There's just something about this film that just it's the nostalgia. I think seeing Angus Scrimm at the beginning as Radu's father. This film is just amazing in so many different ways. I love the invention of the Bloodstone, the little characters, the little creature guys who they use less and less every time. Unfortunately, I love the stop motion animation of the little creatures. So that's my number one is Subspecies. Then, of course, Subspecies 2, Subspecies 3, Subspecies 5, Vampire Journals, and of course, last but certainly not least, and not by much, is Subspecies 4 Bloodstorm. Definitely let me know what your ranking is for the subspecies films. If you don't think that um, Vampire Journals counts, that's your prerogative. It does. It is part of the franchise, and if you watch part 5, it really drives it home as far as that goes. And remember, guys, physical media matters. And until next time, peace.